Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. We are on Misty Keep, my candy themed island, and we're building a sunken waterfall. It is a very terraform heavy very terraform heavy build because I don't have a lot of items since I reset my island. I don't have a lot of stuff going on right now, but I do have a few really adorable custom codes that I've used. So that's what this is going to be. There are also a few things outside of the build that I wanted to talk about. For instance, the Sanrio amiibo cards that are coming out on Friday. I'm super excited. I know there's so many people so very excited to get their hands on them. Those are going to be in Target stores this Friday, and luckily I live very close to a Target. I basically live in Target, to be honest with you, which is probably not a good thing. But and I'm hoping and praying that there won't be a giant absurd crowd at the Target, and because I'm so lucky to be able to to live so close to a Target, and I know there are people who are concerned that they might not be able to get their hands on a set of the cards. I've decided that I'm gonna go ahead and buy 5 extra packs of the Sanrio amiibo cards, and I'm going to give them away here on this channel. So if you want to get in on that, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so that you can see whenever I'm actually giving those cards away, and that will be on Friday, the same day that they're released. So go ahead and do that. Another thing that I kind of wanted to bring up is my island is candy and sweets themed, so cookies and ice cream and all that fun stuff. And I haven't seen a lot of candy themed islands going on around around Twitter and around YouTube here. So if anybody knows of any islands, or you yourself have an island that has a candy theme or even just a candy theme section, I would love to tour those islands and take a look at what other people have come up with for stuff like that. I have a few ideas that I plan on using, and I have a background story that I think will be kind of fun to have on my island as well. But we like to look around. It would be fun. And even if you don't have a candy themed island and you just have whatever your cute island is, I would like to explore that too as well. I love looking at islands. So if you have a dream address and you want to drop it in the comments, go ahead and do that. Or if you don't want to share your dream address but you would like me to tour it on my channel, I can do that as well. Just go ahead and send me a message, or send me a message on Twitter. I am on Twitter. I'll put my link in the description if you want to do that. Yeah, so now that I've gotten that out of the way, those 2 items, I guess I could start talking about my build. The only thing is, I don't really know what there is to say about it. It's just a lot of me thinking that I know what I'm doing, but I actually don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it, honestly. And that's pretty much how I go through my entire life. Just winging it. I made a number of mistakes while building this, and I corrected all of those mistakes. Maybe. I don't know. I guess that's for you to judge. Here's me correcting a few of my mistakes now. I often forget that I have the custom codes that I want to put under things to make them look prettier, but But then I remember later and I have to go and hippity hop right back over there through the whole thing, just straight through it. But you know, it's all good as long as it turns out right, right? My cat's making some weird noises. 1 second. Okay. Sorry to worry anybody. He's perfectly fine. Now he's just staring at me. Everything's good. He's just being a cat. Anywho. Back to the build. This build actually took me about 2 hours to complete. I cut out a lot of the terraforming because there was just so much. I actually plan on having a majority of my island be on the 2nd level, maybe 2nd and 3rd level, but I do want some bits and pieces that are on the 1st level as well. I just like the cliffs. There's something about cliffs that are really nice, you know? Lots of scenery. I can probably do a few more of these sunken waterfalls because they're so pretty. And I have a few other ideas as well, but I'm gonna keep those a secret for now because they're gonna be so fun. I don't want to spoil anything, but I have a lot brewing. No, I actually don't have a lot brewing around up there, but I have a lot pertaining to Animal Crossing, you know, just kind of floating around up there in my noggin. So at this point, I'm actually working on the waterfall section of the Sunken Waterfall. And I felt like at this point, this is when everything started really coming together. And at this point, with most of the outer terraforming being done, it was pretty much straightforward from here, other than me just not knowing how to terraform. Just kidding. I struggle sometimes trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I was kind of just doing this one with an idea in my head and no actual prior knowledge on how this is actually supposed to work. So this was just me winging it because I'm so good at just winging it. These custom codes also, by the way, I put them in my last video. So I think, yeah, other than the ones that I made, which they will come up soon-ish here, but other than the ones that I made, I have all of the custom codes, the creator IDs in the last video that I made. So if any of them are interesting to you, then you can find them there. And later on, when I get around to filling in more of those new 50 custom code spaces, 50, I will go ahead and make another video with all of the custom codes that I've done, or that I've found, because I have found ones that I want, and I'm going to download them as soon as I can. Actually, as soon as I can could have been today, but I chose not to do that right now. So I'm going to do that as soon as I am not being lazy anymore. We can put it that way. As you can see, I have to keep going back to make changes, and as you will see, that is not the first time that I go back, because things do change. Here's actually me going back to make changes again. And here are the custom codes that I was saying that I made, these peppermint umbrellas, and I also made that cookie umbrella. That was the very first thing that I thought to do whenever I saw that the umbrellas would be available, and other people have been making like these really adorable little like cat houses or like fruit boxes out of the umbrellas using like a perspective kind of design. And I was just like, nope, I'm going to make a cookie and I'm going to make peppermints because I can't think to make anything with a box. But no, I don't have the skills for that anyway. Those people are very creative, and they're so wonderful. If you haven't seen them, you should go take a look at those because they are so cute. So cute. So, of course, like I said, I don't have a lot of items. So I'm using these umbrellas a lot in this build. And other than the lanterns and the mushrooms, the Mario mushroom platforms, which I love. I love them in pink. They're so stinking cute. Other than that, I don't really have any other items, but if when I get some later on, I'll probably come back and make some changes. I'm not sure. I really do like the way that this build turned out though, so I might not. And then and then I had to make, I was placing that umbrella there, and then I realized that I don't know how to terraform. So I had to go take it back. Yep, and make some quick changes here because now I have a little bit more of an idea of what I'm doing. Honestly though, I think that the best way to learn, obviously the best way to learn how to do anything is to just go ahead and do it. So, if you want to do a huge build but you don't know necessarily how to do it, just go ahead and do it anyway, because you're going to learn during the process of doing it. And if you make mistakes, you can always go back and fix it. It's just Animal Crossing. It's just a fun, cute game, and you're supposed to make mistakes and be creative. Here's my random flower field. But yeah, so go ahead and do it. And if you do decide to make your own Sunken Waterfall, take a picture and tag me in it on Twitter. I would love to see it. I'm sure that it's lovely. It would be very lovely. Anyways, as you noticed, I went ahead and took away some of those umbrellas because I felt like it was getting a little bit too umbrella-y. So maybe if I do get some different items, I might put them where those flowers are. And it's possible I might change the colors of those flowers, because the red and the white and the yellow, they're nice colors, but those are just your starter flower colors. I do actually have hybrid flowers, but they're not on my island. I placed them on one of my friend's islands to hold for me while I was restarting my island, because I didn't want to have to start rebreeding all my flowers again, because I was so close to having them. And I have not gone to get those, so I'm going to do that soon. I just haven't done it yet. Here's another beautiful example of me not knowing how to waterscape. Because you know how when you are trying and you keep getting the wrong little square when you're trying to hit a spot, and it just fills it back in. It just like, it's to be so annoying sometimes. And when you're trying to get fancy and do the diagonals, it's just not working. This just doesn't work for me. And I felt like that was just the worst time that I ever had. Maybe I was nervous. Maybe I was nervous because I knew I was going to put it on YouTube. I didn't want anybody to judge me. It's okay though. It's okay if you want to judge me, it's fine. But anyways, this entire river here that I'm making, that I'm connecting the waterfalls to the little lake that came on the top part of my island. Just because, as a personal preference, I like to have my waterfalls connected to a larger body of water. I know they're super cute when they're coming out of just the cliffside, but something about that, it just doesn't sit well for me on my islands. I need them to have a water source. And so I went ahead and connected that to this little lake back here, but the lake that my island came with just didn't have a very natural looking shape, so I went ahead and fixed that to my liking. Again, that's just a personal preference thing. I did not like the shape of it. I was like, no, it can't be the same on both sides. So that was that. And then I did my last little decorating up here on the top. So up here, I think, is another spot that once I get more items, I would go ahead and stick more up there, and in, you know, the surrounding areas. I think I might stick a villager house up here as well. I'm not sure. I haven't fully decided yet, but I feel like that space up there is a good spot for having some sort of item. I'm not really sure. Some sort of candy themed item. And I did add a few other, I think I added a few flowers and some other items up here as well, when I was terraforming off camera. Oh, and so here I'd be able to show you the final project here in the beautiful night. I added that mushroom platform over there on the left, on the second cliff on the left, which is super cute right there. And then I added the larger blue mushroom platform there, and I just think it looks super cute with those flowers and those little candies all around. So cute. And that is pretty much it. That's my build. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you do, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications if you want to see any of my future videos, and if you want to get in on that Sanrio amiibo cards giveaway. Thank you for watching.